Good morning. Welcome back to Open Med School. I am Dr. Andrews, Professor of Medicine and Principal PKDAS Institute of Medical Sciences. Today I am going to discuss with you few things on the auscultation of lungs. Today, the basics of production of breath sounds. As we know, breath sounds are produced due to turbulence of airflow across the airways. So, as we know, the trachea, which divides into the main bronchi, that again subdivides to, and finally, on the 23rd division, it becomes the alveolus. The airflow, if it is laminar, it will not produce any sound. The breath sounds are produced when there is turbulence occurring or formation of vortices. So these are the two mechanisms by which breath sounds are formed. So laminar flow, as I mentioned, it will not produce any sound. When turbulence occurs, it will produce sound. Vortices are formed when air is passing from an orifice to airway. So basic mechanism is turbulence and vortices. And this vortices occurs 5th to 13th generation of bronchial tree. If you auscultate the trachea, you get tracheal sound. If you auscultate the bronchus, you get bronchial sound. When you auscultate over the lung fields, the sound becomes vesicular. How the vesicular sound is formed? Lung will act as a low pass filter. The sound is of different frequency. If it is less than 100 Hz, we call it as low frequency. 200 to 600 Hz, it is moderate. And more than 600 Hz, 600 to 1200 Hz, it is high frequency. The lung will selectively filter frequencies more than approximately 200 Hz. And this produces characteristic change in the quality of the sound. And that breath sound is called vesicular. The name vesicular breath sound is a misnomer, as vesicle refers to alveoli. Sounds are not formed in alveoli, but this is the modification of the sound that is produced in the airways. Now let us look into what are the characteristics of normal vesicular sound. The normal vesicular sound on auscultating lungs in different areas, the quality is little different. So if you draw schematically, the sound will appear like this. There is an inspiratory phase followed by expiratory phase. So this is how you draw the breath sound. So an inspiratory phase and an expiratory phase. Inspiration is usually produced at the lobar or segmental bronchi. So this is produced at the lobar or segmental bronchi. Inspiration is active process and expiration is passive. And expiratory sound is heard only in the initial 1/3 of expiration. So when you hear the breath sound, inspiration, expiration is usually 2:1. Even though expiratory phase of breathing is longer than inspiration, the expiratory sound is heard only in the initial part. That is why inspiration is 2, expiration is 2:1. That is one of the qualities of vesicular sound. Second, it is soft and is comparatively low pitched. As I told you, lung act as a low pass filter. So the frequency more than 200 Hz are usually not transmitted. So it appears as a low pitched sound and has got a rustling character. So inspiration is soft, low pitched and rustling in nature. And intensity of sound is more in inspiration. So inspiratory sound has got a higher intensity compared to expiration. And another very important thing, there is no pause between inspiration and expiration. It is continuous. So these are the qualities of a vesicular sound. I will repeat. Inspiration is fairly intense and higher pitched. Inspiratory sound is louder than the expiratory sound. Inspiration expiration is usually 2:1. It is soft, low pitched, has got a rustling quality, and there is no pause between inspiration and expiration. If you summarize, the most important points to look for is what is the duration of inspiration and expiration. Second is there any pause between inspiration and expiration. Third, what is the quality of the sound. So the quality of the sound is soft and is a rustling in nature. The vesicular sounds in different parts of lung are little different. If you auscultate over the upper part, the intensity decreases as inspiration goes on. Whereas in the base, the intensity is less in the beginning, but it little increases towards the end. These are minor points. And the point to be remembered is that the breath sounds are produced in the airways, and once you auscultate over the lungs, lung act as a low pass filter and higher frequencies are not transmitted, and this is what is called normal vesicular breath sound. When the normal lung parenchyma is destroyed and the bronchus is patent, you get bronchial breath sound. In the next session, I will be discussing bronchial breath sound. Hope it was useful to you. Stay tuned. Thank you.